Hey guys, what is up? It's your girl, Grace Tori, and I'm back with a whole new podcast episode. I hope you guys are feeling nosy and ready to absolutely spill some tea because we're reading about family drama. All of these Reddit stories have updates. As you guys know, I really like the family drama. It gets super juicy. So I have one quick thing and then we will jump in. If you have not signed the petition that is down in my description, please do so. It is totally free. It helps provide more protection for animals in Kentucky and gives them rights that they don't currently have. You can read all about it by clicking the link before you sign, but you don't have to live in Kentucky. If you live anywhere on planet Earth, you are able to sign, and you are making a huge difference just by doing this easy, quick, free thing. It is the most important thing I will ever ask you to do. And like I said, it takes like 2 seconds, so why not? You could have signed it in the amount of time that I explained this, so why not? Without further ado, let's hear these crazy Reddit stories about family tea. I'm Grace Story, and you're listening to That Girl the Podcast. Grab a beverage of choice and settle in, because the new episode is starting now. All of these will be linked down below, and they are either from BOR updates or Best of Redditor updates. I found out that my 27 female husband, 33 male, rents a secret apartment with his friends. Also, P.S. I count husband as family drama, so sorry. If you're married, you're in the family, so. Original post is from April 6, 2019, and was originally posted in r/relationship advice. My husband has this group of friends. They've been super close since college, and they're like brothers. So I become pretty close with all of their wives. We have parties and everything together, and all of our kids are like cousins. The wives are really sweet, and we talk and carpool and babysit for each other if we need. So one of the girls texted me that she found out there's apparently this apartment all the guys split up the rent for and go there whenever to get away from their wives and lie about going on work trips. Ooh, I know that sounds really effing bad, but there is no way she's lying. She's not like that. I know she's telling the truth, and he does go on work trips and all that pretty frequently. But I always thought he was actually going for work. I feel so effing dumb and confused, and I just want to call him up, but I know I have to be smarter than that. Yes, you do, bestie. He's on a trip or whatever right now, and I don't want to text him where he can take a couple of hours to come up with an answer. I need to confront him in person. This has me so effed up, I can't even explain the emotions I'm going through right now. I have no effing idea what to do. I'm a housewife and I don't have anything to do with the finances. He has a good paying job and I have a credit card, and whatever I want, he'll tell me if we can afford it or not. And sometimes we talk about our savings, but we really don't have money problems, so there's no reason to talk about it in depth like that. So I had no idea about him paying for this apartment. And I know they're not doing anything innocent there. The most innocent thing they're probably doing is some gambling and lying about leaving for work and just relaxing together. Worst thing is they're having affairs. Cheating once and making a mistake I can deal with. I know they bring girls there. There would be no other reason to rent out an effing apartment just to hang out. I feel so confused and nasty, and I don't know what to do or how to bring it up. And if it's true, what the F am I gonna do? I didn't even finish my bachelor's. We met when I was 18, and then we got married, and I dropped out when I was pregnant. We have 2 children. Our daughter is 6, and the baby is 2. And I'm trying to think of some innocent explanation that she made a mistake or something. I have no idea, but I don't know what to think. My hands are shaking, and I feel this anxiety in my chest like I'm gonna have a heart attack or throw up. And I couldn't sleep last night, and this is just too much for me to handle. And I don't know how to ask him. I'm thinking of slyly bringing it up, but I'm not slick enough for that. When he comes home on Monday, I know I'm just gonna start crying. If it's not true, accusing him straight up is gonna be so bad, and he's gonna feel like crap that I don't trust him or something. How do I ask him? We'll read a couple comments, but I'm going to give my initial thoughts. Bestie, take a breath. You don't know he's cheating. I know that you're like, why would he do this if he didn't have girls over? I mean, I know plenty of guys that do this with their boys. Like, not rent out a whole apartment, but they have an extra space somewhere where they all go. Granted, usually it's like a garage that's not connected to the house, like a disconnected garage, or they have like that one buddy's house that has like that random bar space that like the wives don't really frequent. Obviously this is a very extreme case of that, and I'm not agreeing with him in any way. I'm just trying to ease your anxiety as if this hasn't already happened and let you know that maybe he just wants some bro time. I Until there's like more evidence to convince, like, that there's cheating, I think you need couples therapy. I just like, he's lying, and I get it. I get that. Like, maybe I'm going easy on him, but I don't know if you should throw away your entire marriage over this, just because it could be like a hangout spot. Like, the only issue I personally see with this is the lying. Like, all the buddies, if you have the extra money and you're not struggling to pay your bills, if all of my boyfriends, like buddies, got together and said, we want to put money towards an apartment and that's going to be like our space, cool beans, dude. Like, they basically do that with businesses right now because a couple of them own businesses and it's just like, let's hop from one to the next. Or like, most of them are car guys, so they hang out in their garages. So maybe that's why I'm so chill with this, because it's kind of similar. Like, I don't know. The main issue I see with this is the lying. Like, why is he lying? Why is he doing it so often? Why does he need to get away from you, quote unquote, that often? Is it that he's running away from you, or that he wants to hang out with his boys and he's running to his boys? Either way, he's too grown for that. You have 2 children, right? Yeah, 2 children. He needs to be a dad. Like, he needs to be a father. He can't be skipping out for bro nights. It's just not, no, he needs to grow up. Like, that's my concern. If he would have told you and you would have been aware of this decision and it was like a bro spot, is it weird? And do I personally think that's not a good way to spend your money? Yeah, but if you have the money for it and like, you can buy whatever you want as long as you're not hurting anyone, in my opinion. So if he was honest, there would be no one to hurt, I guess, because like, you would know about it and he would hopefully not be cheating. Obviously, the lying and gambling are also issues. I don't know. Like, I think that if he were cheating, that would be the nail in the coffin. But right now, I'm hoping with a heavy dose of couples therapy, pending how your confrontation goes, this could be resolved. But I haven't read the comments yet, so we'll read those. Why did OOP decide to talk with the other wives before confronting the husbands? She hasn't told her husband or any of the other girls yet because she wanted to check in with me first to see if I know anything or what I think we should do. She thinks I'm good with stuff like this. I'm not. I don't know where she got that idea. I guess I'll see if I can get the girls together tomorrow and we can talk about it, but I need them to not tell their husbands yet. That's the issue. Some of them are effing young and telling their husbands everything. I don't know. They might freak out and just tell them. That is true. Like, at least you have all the girls. You guys will come up with the most strategic, vengeful plan if this really is as bad as we think it is. Again, still trying to do the benefit of the doubt. This is new for me. I'm usually like all for jumping in head first, but I don't know. Let's read another comment. Why doesn't OOP think her husband would need a secret apartment just to get some peace and quiet? No, we rarely argue. I let him do his thing. I understand he works a lot and he's tired, and I'm really understanding of that, and I never nag to make him do housework or play with the kids. Honestly, I think I'm the perfect wife, and I'm not even trying to brag or anything. I don't bother him or complain about video games, sports, or TV. I know he comes home from work and he's tired and deserves time off when he's home, and he's the same way too. I get tired and he knows that, so if his laundry isn't done or the kitchen is still dirty at night, he knows I'm tired and he doesn't nag me or complain that the house is dirty. I I don't know how I feel about that. Like, he doesn't nag you if the house is dirty. Does he help? Like, I know he works full time, but like, if you needed it, would he help? Like, if you were sick, or is he just like not nagging you? I don't know. That doesn't sit well with me, but that's not the point of this. So let's read. Why does OOP think the secrecy itself is more concerning than the money spent on the apartment? That's what I'm saying. The worst part is that he didn't tell me about it. That's what makes me think the worst, and I wouldn't care about the money either. Yeah, we're married and it's our money, but honestly, he works. He has most of a right to it, so I can't exactly be like, don't spend your money like this. So that's not even a plausible excuse. What did OP and the other wives eventually discover about the apartment? I actually met up with some of the girls today. The one who told me about it thinks she found the address. She was going through some statements for something, and her husband wasn't home, so she was just looking everywhere and came across some documents. Nothing locked up or hidden. They're not evil geniuses after all. They just took us for a bunch of idiots. And I guess we are, since we never realized. So, we have the address. We're still deciding if we should show up or break in to see what's inside and do our own inspection, or I don't know. Break in is illegal. I don't think you should do that. Just saying. Someone commented something earlier about how they all probably already came up with a plan in case we find out and ask about it. There's really no point in asking. It's not like he's going to tell me the truth. He's been lying this whole time, as if he suddenly became so truthful. There's a couple other comments, but I want to make sure we have time for everything, so it's linked down below if you want to read it. There is an update after 9 days. I didn't really want to post an update, but here you go. So, my friend who actually found out about everything was doing something with her taxes. I don't know. I'm not good with finances and all those technical terms, so I don't know exactly for what. She needed some files, and her husband wasn't home, so she went looking around and found some documents with the address. I had met up with some of the girls, and we were brainstorming what we were going to do. Everyone had mixed reactions. One of my friends didn't even want to be involved in it and told us to stop starting drama for no reason. Red flag, red flag. They're in on it. They're in on it. They know something. We decided we would probably camp outside of the apartment and see if they bring girls with them or something. I don't know what we expected to find. I mean, that's a good idea and it's not technically illegal, so I'm a fan of that. But my friend's husband noticed that she moved papers around, and so everything was busted. No secret mission. He told all the guys that we knew, and it was over. Gotta be sneakier. So my husband came home early from his work trip, sat me down, and told me everything about it. He told me it was just a dumb spot to hang out and relax, and they could be loud and annoying without bothering me, and he was sorry for lying and keeping it from me. That makes no sense. I am 100% okay with him having his friends over, and I never complain about noise or anything. A couple of people in the comments brought up rent and that it's financially wrong or something like that. It's not a bad apartment, probably $1,500 a month, but split between 6 guys, so it's not bad. I don't really know what to do. I tried getting mad about it, but he just took it and apologized, and that didn't help or make me feel better. I feel so effed over and as if I'm overreacting, like he's acting calm and relaxed, and I'm freaking out, and it's making me feel crazy. We were so slow to act on it, and she was messy and left footprints, and now we'll probably never know the truth. He promised to show it to me next weekend, but that's not even going to put my mind at ease. They could just clean everything up, get a few PS4s and TVs, and pretend it was a guy's hangout. I told him that I wanted to go that day, but he said he was tired and just wanted to spend time with me and the kids, but if I really wanted, then he'd take me that night. I said that I was fine going next week. I don't know what I was thinking. Girl. He's trying to just sweep this under the rug. He's like, man, I really want to hang out with the kids. I'm sorry. You were gone by your own decision. Like, you decided to leave. And you missed the kid. No, you're just trying to get out of this. And her being like, no, next week is fine. Girl, please. Like, I love you. And this is from one bestie to another. You are not realizing like your full potential. Like, you're saying like, I don't know anything about finances. Like, I don't know what I was thinking. Like, girl, grow a backbone. Please tell this man what's what. I get that you're scared, and this is why, guys, you always need a savings account or some sort of financial something to fall back on, because you never know what could happen. It's not always that someone did something as like a cheater. You know, the unthinkable could happen. They could lose their job, no longer be with you unexpectedly, like all kinds of things where you need funds. And like, ask yourself, would you be this docile if you had a way out financially? That's what I want to know. But on the other like flip side, stop putting yourself down. Like, stop saying, I don't know. I don't know anything about like finances, or I don't know, like I'm a housewife, like I don't have say in that. Like, girl, you're still a human being. You're not like the housewife 3000. You still have a say. He still should respect you. Like, girl, be so for real. Okay, let's finish the update. I don't know what to do. A part of me is thinking that if he was bringing girls there, at least I know now, and he's gonna stop, and it's over, and we can forget about it. But I just want to know the truth. He's telling me they were just hanging out, but how do I know he's not lying? I wish we went over right when the girls and I found out. We waited for too long, and it all got ruined. I just feel dumb. He's acting so sweet, and I can't help but act okay with it. He's being so nice. He knows he screwed up big time, and he's being really accommodating and taking care of the kids so I can relax and have some downtime. I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. I don't know if he's telling the truth or what, and I was coming up with all these theories and plans and ways to catch him or something, and it all backfired. I wish I never found out about it because I can't stop thinking about everything. It's torture. Babes, don't wish that you didn't find out about it. You can wish that he didn't do it, because he would still be doing it if you didn't find out about it. He's the one in the wrong here. It's not like you and your friends like went on a little Scooby-Doo adventure and you stumbled across something and you wish you didn't. Like, they were already actively doing this. They're the ones in the wrong. And the fact that he's just like sweeping it under the rug, like being super sweet, like, Bare minimum. Bestie, he's hanging out with the kids so you can have some downtime. Hey, he's a father. Okay, guys, we have moved the recording onto my computer because my phone ran out of space again. So let's keep reading. I'm not sure what the audio sounds like, but hopefully it's good. You guys are really close compared to where you were, so sorry for the jump scare. But as I was saying, he's literally your husband. Like, watching the kids is his job. Like, that's not something that you should be like, oh my God, like, he's so amazing. He even watched the kids for me. You mean your kids as in like both of your kids, not just yours? Crazy. I'm just wondering if he's had spicy time with other women and how many, and did he really F other women and then come home and have spicy time with me? And I don't even want him to touch my kids if he did sleep with other people. But he's my husband and I love him and he's so good to me and my kids. And I'm like, there's no way he was cheating on me. The thoughts running through my head are horrible and I'm just visualizing everything and I don't even know if it's real. So half of me is saying I'd be naive to think it was innocent and the other half is saying I'm overreacting and to just relax and he's a good husband and I'm making something out of nothing. Oh boy. Someone said, get off Reddit and demand to go now. Call your other friends so that you can see things as a group. Having a secret apartment is not the actions of an innocent husband. I agree. Like, the more I read this, the more I'm like, divorce him. Because this man is strategizing. He's playing chess, bestie. You're playing checkers, but it's not because you're not capable of playing chess. It's because you are willfully, like, wanting to believe it's checkers. And girly, it's not. It's chess. Come on. Let's be a little bit more cutthroat. Okay, there is a final update. It's a few hours after that first one. So I talked to him this morning, told him how I was feeling, and that I can't trust him, and divorce is on the table because I don't feel good about all this at all, and he has to tell me the truth. He took me to show me that the apartment was nothing, and it looked like a full ugly hangout. I did an inspection and made him leave me alone to look around, and he let me. Didn't find any condoms or spicy stuff or anything like that. I'm still mad that he'd lie about leaving for work. That's really not okay. Final comments, as if he'd leave spicy time stuff laying around before bringing you there. He's not that stupid. And oh, he's suddenly so truthful and transparent now. Trust your guts, OP. Don't be naive. That's what I'm saying. And OOP was downvoted for this, but they said, well, he wasn't going to take me. He said this weekend, but I told him that he had to take me today and made him drive me. I know, I don't want to be stupid, but I'm trying to think that maybe he wasn't cheating. He's not a cheater. He's really not like that. We have a great relationship. Maybe watching sports with his friends there, I could see, but realistically, I don't know if I believe that he'd cheat. Girl. You're really prescribing to that ignorance is bliss vibe, and we need to go scorched earth. So, yeah, I originally was more leaning towards couples therapy, but I think that you are a little bit too easily manipulated, and you just need to cut this off. Maybe that's harsh, but I don't like how easily he lied to you and how easily you're just like eating it up. Like, you're like, oh my gosh, he did the bare minimum after doing a huge no. Like, oh, girl, you deserve better. And then top comment from Best Redditor is there's no way at least one of these dudes wasn't cheating, which is true. Like, he was. I'm just like, obviously he's gonna clean up the apartment before like you see it, and there's what, 5 of them, so one of them could have cleaned it up while the others were doing damage control. Probably the one who knew like the soonest. I don't know. Like, guys, come on, stop giving men the benefit of the doubt. I tried it in this story. It wasn't for me. Cut them off. What is your opinion, though? I want to know because obviously I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. I'm biased in certain areas. And I love a healthy debate. So as long as you're kind and respectful, definitely let me know your thoughts, even if they're different from mine. You can comment them down below if you're on Spotify or YouTube. Also, don't forget to hype this video if you're watching on mobile on YouTube. That would be super duper cool, as well as like, subscribe, follow, whatever the term is. And also, I haven't said this in a long time, but if you're on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, don't forget to leave a rating or a review. That'd be super duper cool, and I'd love you forever. I am very much jealous of my husband's ex-wife. This was originally posted on May 27th, 2023 to r/off my chest. I, 40 female, am very much jealous of my husband's 50 male ex. Our relationship started with an affair. I know it was wrong. Their marriage was on the rocks and my husband wanted to end it. When she, 48 female, learned about the affair, she didn't scream or shout at me. She was rather calm. She only asked me if I truly loved her husband, and I said yes. She told me that if I'm going to be a part of my husband's life, I better treat her kids, 19 female, 16 male, and 14 female, with respect and not push them to accept me. She didn't even create any hassle in the divorce. Things were tough. My husband's parents and friends really criticized us, and his parents almost disowned him. If it wasn't for his ex, they would have went with it. But his ex convinced him to not cut us off. Their parents did forgive my husband, but I still feel like an outsider to them, but they do love our kid. If it wasn't for his ex, they would have went with it, but his ex convinced them to not cut us off. Their parents did forgive my husband, but I still feel like an outsider to them, but they do love our kid. 4 male. I have a hard time feeling bad. You're like, things were really tough after I completely wrecked my affair partner's family. Yeah, they were horrible. Um, and they still don't really like me. Oops. Sorry, I know, like, I don't know if that's how you're meaning to sound, but that's like the vibe I'm picturing. You guys, when I read these, I don't know the tone that they're using. And I'm not always great at picking up on the tone of things like this. And so if I'm reading it wrong, not like portraying the tone correctly, I'm sorry. I'm doing my best out here in these streets. I'm not the best at that. So she could actually not be feeling like woe is me, and I just read it that way. But I don't know. I just feel like the plot thickens when it's like that. It's more entertaining if she's just like, I don't know what happened. Like they were just so tough. They were so tough to us. I don't know. I feel like that's more exciting. So that's what I'm rolling with. But let's keep reading. My husband's ex is very different. She never held a grudge against me, always pushed her kids to have a relationship with their dad. His oldest doesn't talk to him because of the divorce, and it always hurts my husband that his daughter wants nothing to do with them. The rest of them are good. They do not love me, but they are very civil. She never badmouthed me or called me a homewrecker. She did her best for the kids. She still tries her best so that her oldest daughter has a good relationship with her dad. I used to think she is a silly woman for not holding a grudge. She was always nice to me. When I was pregnant, she first congratulated me, and even though she wasn't invited to the baby shower, she sent me a diaper genie as a gift. I always felt guilty that I hurt such a pious woman. To make it more complicated, she is in a relationship with my cousin, 45 male. My parents love her. Uncle and aunt love her. Even my cousin's kids love her. She never discriminated between her kids and mine. She always sends some cookies or extra food for my son with her kids whenever it is their vegetation time. She even met my son and treats him like her own. For the longest of time, I wondered, why is she like this? Is she trying to win her husband back? I even asked her why she doesn't hate me when I was her husband's mistress. She told me she doesn't see the point because whether or not she hates me, her marriage was over anyways. I'm jealous of her. She's not just beautiful, but also graceful. I know I was very much younger than her when my husband started the affair, but I can say she is much more better looking than I am, even if I took her place in her husband's life, but I can never be her. Let's read the edit. Because, you kind of made your bed, and, this is very, very light punishment. Like, karma is very, very lightly punishing you for screwing this woman's life up. Like, it could be way worse, considering, as someone who believes in karma. But let's read the edit. Edit, I knew very well I wasn't going to be treated like a good person here. I know I'm not a good person either for breaking up a home. So I'm editing this to clear a few things out. I know I made typos. I wrote this in a hurry. I didn't even have time to reverse what I wrote. I'm not in a good position right now, and yes, it is because of my husband too. But that is a story I will share later. I fixed the typos. I hope it is clear to you all. Did he cheat on you and have an affair? Yes, I like her a lot. She is an amazing human. I'm glad I don't have an ex-wife drama in my life. And yes, a part of that really makes me insecure because I keep trying to find a fault in her. Because even my own parents like her when she attended the family functions as my cousin's girlfriend. My cousin and her met each other a year ago when he was visiting me and she came to drop off my kid along with hers. She sometimes invites my son to her house. That's why she herself dropped him off. I asked her to stay for dinner, and there my cousin and her hit it off and decided to date. That's pretty much it. Also, no, this was not written by her. She doesn't use social media that much as far as I know. So, obviously the comments are like, "Yeah, she killed you with kindness and she's not even trying. She's just very sweet, very kind. Like, she sounds amazing. Everyone strives to be like her." And I agree. Let's read the final update, which is from 4 days later. I made a post a few days ago. There, I vented my frustration about how my husband's ex was so good. Yes, a part of me was jealous of her. She was so nice and kind. Her kids were really well behaved. I know they will never accept me as part of their family, but they haven't been mean to me or to my son in any way. Wow. She must be a really good mom for that to extend to them too, because like that must have been really hard for them to watch like their mom go through that. Um, I went through something similar. It's hard. Like it's hard. It is to have to kind of go through that and navigate it, and you're like you want to do things, but they're your family, so it's like you can't just walk away. You can, but you'll always have family ties. So kudos to all them. Till now, I thought the problem was my husband's ex, but no, the problem was him. I do not know how it came to this. Girl, pretending you had no idea is crazy. You didn't know he was like this. You just had no idea that he was like this. You thought it was his sweet, kind, perfect ex who's been doing this. And in no way did it cross your mind that this amazing woman probably wasn't the perpetrator who did something wrong. Girly, let's use her noggin. Just please, I'm begging you. I agree, when we started dating, he was married. He told me his marriage was already over and he would be getting a divorce soon. Their marriage had problems. That's all I knew. The problem started almost a few months ago. I could see him being distant towards me. I know couples go through stages in life where they have been distant towards each other. I tried to give him space that he needs. Before getting married, we went to premarital counseling because my husband was really adamant to not screw up. For those months, there was no intimacy. I didn't think he would cheat because he wasn't late or hid anything on his phone. Then, when we finally became intimate and made love, he said his ex-wife's name. That's when I froze. Why? Next day, I confronted him. He didn't lie to me. He broke down in tears and said that he was still in love with his ex. My heart broke. I guess I know how she must have felt when I was the other woman. I asked him if he really loved her. Why did he marry me? I got the full picture after 6 effing years. I can't say I feel horrible. Like, karma sucks. And it's like, he told you all these beautiful things to get you to have an affair with him, but like, you still have free will. You still know right from wrong. Sorry. Yes, they have problems, but according to my husband, it was his fault. He never confessed his affair. His ex-wife found out about the affair on her own and confronted him. He was ready to make the marriage work, but before that, his wife served him divorce papers. Oh, so he wasn't even going to leave her for you. Interesting. Interesting. Did you just find that out? It sounds like you did. Oh, well. The last thing she said was she is giving him the freedom he wants. My husband said he begged and pleaded. His ex was smart. She only kept the house and 50-50 for the kids. She even explained the kids the reason for their divorce. His oldest daughter knew the actual reason, but the other two were given a kid-friendly reason. On top of his divorce and his oldest daughter not talking to him, it really put a toll in his mind. I was there for him. He thought that he should move on with his life with me instead. But deep down, he always loved him. But deep down, he always loved her. He always felt guilty for hurting her. I don't understand all of that, but I don't understand why now. He said he wants to start a new life with me. I apologize to everyone. I do not hate his ex. It's him that I am mad at. He's a weak man, and I'm not better as a woman. He will always have a place in his heart for her because they have been together since teenagers. I notice the signs now. Whenever he would see his ex with her new boyfriend, he would get upset. He tried to hide it, but I know why. I'm living in the guest room until we sort this thing out. I guess y'all are happy because I'm getting what I deserve. I mean, yeah, that's kind of the whole point. Like, oh no, consequences for your actions? No, no. Oh my gosh, I'm so upset. So she is obviously getting roasted in the comments. And they're saying, like, you and your husband deserve each other, hooked up with a married man, and you're surprised when it doesn't work out, shaking my head. So pretty much everybody in her story wishes he and her didn't happen except for her. The circumstances of your current life are based around your decision making, which is so true, guys. Like, you're responsible for your own actions. She is the reason she's in that position. She knew he was married, and she knew she was barking up the wrong tree. She did it anyway, and wouldn't she know it? She found out. She effed around and found out, guys. Yes, she did. I'm feeling a little delulu. Your girl has had a crazy week, so I'm sorry if my takes are a little off or I didn't give as many. I honestly don't give my opinion as much when I know I'm tired because it's not always like the greatest take. You know, when your brain gets foggy and you say things and they come out weird and you don't really know what they mean, but you meant something like totally different. That's how I feel. And I just like, I don't like that feeling. So I'm sorry I didn't yap as much. If you like when I do, you're welcome. If you love when I don't yap as much, I don't know. What am I even saying? Was this yapping? I actually felt like I yapped a lot. I don't know. Give me your thoughts on both of these stories. Um, Sorry I didn't do more like family. I feel like it's still family drama, but it ended up being really husbandy. Also, yeah, sorry about the quality, but we're back in the studio. Yeah, we got Jesus watching over us over here. It's mirrored, so I don't know what's happening. And Disco Plant is back. I need to water them because they've been through a lot without me being in here to keep an eye on them. But I don't know. We're we're getting off topic. I love you guys so much. I'm gonna go edit this so that I can get it up for you. I upload every single Wednesday and Sunday. If you are someone who enjoys Reddit stories, you like hearing the hot goss, but you don't want to be directly involved, you're a nosy bystander, and so am I. Why don't you stay a while? I post all kinds of stories. Don't be afraid to binge them. Also, I don't know if you guys knew this, but I have a YouTube playlist that's called Storytimes, and it's all of my Reddit stories that I've ever posted in one playlist. So if you want like a binge, they are in order from like my very first one to now. So you're welcome. It could not be easier. All of my links are down below, as well as the story links, chapters, all that good stuff. Don't forget to sign the petition. I mean it, bestie. Other than that, I will catch you on Sunday with a brand new podcast episode. Bye, guys. Love you.
It was the first week.